So let's finish up by talking a little bit about how I did this. A lot of times people will ask me, well, how did you have some of the success that you had at the beginning? And I tell you, look, I did exactly what I'm telling you that you should do. I took my trainer to see mom and dad. I took my trainer to see most of my aunts and uncles. And we went and saw some friends of ours that had just bought a house, just had a baby, kind of in the same boat that we were in. And people will sometimes ask me, well, why did you go see mom? And my answer is always, because I could, right? I mean, I would have given a presentation to Joe Blow on the street corner, but Joe Blow is not going to give me 30 minutes. Mom would. And the reason that we want to go see these people in your life, the ones that you are absolutely the closest to, the ones that love you, the ones that want to see you succeed, the ones you're still going to know 5 or 10 years from now. You see, the reasons we wanted to see those people in my life was because, number one, these people were the ones most willing to help. They're the ones, why are we friends? Because we help each other. Why are we family? Because we help each other. Listen, I needed some help. I just needed to get some experience. I didn't even care if they became clients or not. And when we go talk to people, and at least it's me personally, I couldn't care less if these people buy or these people get recruited by us. I really don't care. What I do care about is that these people know what Primerica does, love what Primerica does, because they got it explained to them by somebody who knows how to explain it. In my experience, as long as we've got a certified trainer giving the presentation with the people that you know, nobody walks away with a sour taste in their mouth. Nobody. People love what we do. Where we run into issues is where somebody who doesn't know what they're saying says way too much, way too soon. And so these were the people that have said, hey, I need 30 minutes. Can I come by? Hey, brother, I need 30 minutes. Hey, friend, I need 30 minutes. Hey, next door neighbor, can I get 30 minutes? These are the people that would be willing to sit down and help us out. And I needed them to know what I was doing. And by the way, I honestly, and this is really important, I needed my trainer with me on these appointments specifically. Do you have any idea if I would have shown up at my parents' house and say, let me show you the great things I could do with your money, and I showed up by myself, do you have any idea how that conversation would have ended? My dad probably would have said, why don't you pay me back the $50 you borrowed last week first? You ain't touching my checkbook, right? I needed my trainer there. It was going to be way too informal. If I showed up by myself, they'd be trying to talk about that game last weekend, or, hey, buddy, you want a beer, have a piece of cake? And I'm like, no, look, this is serious. This is business. I need you to pay attention. I also needed them to see that my trainer was really capable and good at what he did. See, at the end of the day, they would sit down because they knew me. They listened because my trainer was good. I explained to folks, look, we have a win-win relationship to work this business together. You have credibility with people that might sit down with you, but you might not have the expertise to earn their business. Well, we might have the expertise to earn their business, but we don't have the credibility to sit down with them. So without us, you can't win. Without you, we can't win. We do have a mutually beneficial relationship if we could work together to go do something pretty big. But as soon as they knew that I was in capable hands, then that moved us into the second reason that we want to go see these people. And it's because they're the ones most willing to refer us to other people. So once they knew that this was really, really good, excited about what I'm doing, and that my trainer was really capable, and they started to think of other people that I should go talk to, and they would refer me to maybe some of their coworkers. They refer me to some of their friends, and they opened up some doors that were hugely important at that phase with me getting started. I needed that. Listen, I don't really care what business you're trying to build. If you don't have a network of people that love you, love what you do, willing to tell people, it's going to be pretty tough to win. But if you do have a network of people that love you, love what you do, willing to tell people, it's going to be pretty tough to lose. We want to make sure that we can build you a referral base of people that love you and will tell people about it. Now, I want to tell you something. This is the truth. More than half of the people that we sat down with for my training did business with us. More than half. Now, I'm not suggesting that you're going to experience success like that. I'm just telling you what I saw, which is phenomenal odds. But some of the people that I talked to that never did business with me have had more to do with me winning here than some of the people that became clients. Listen to what I just said. Some of the people that never bought had more to do with my success than some of the people that did. One in particular was my aunt and uncle. They still today don't own anything that Primerica offers. And it's not because they didn't like it or it's not because they didn't want it. When I sat down with them, they had low-cost term insurance, a ton of money in mutual funds, and no debt. They were the perfect example. They were the epitome of what we do. And once they saw my presentation and saw the concepts that we help people with, they said, wait a minute. Like, all of those things are what we had to do to get where we are, but it took us years to figure this out on our own. You teach that to people for free. I said, yeah, that's what we do. Oh my goodness. Well, they started telling everybody that they need to come see what Jeff's doing. You need to come see what my nephew's doing. They become an incredibly huge referral source. And that's important because sometimes I'll have people even in my team that get all bent out of shape when their brother doesn't buy or their cousin doesn't join. I said, whoa, man, that's not what I'm after. Think about this. If my aunt and uncle actually did business with me, did that guarantee me success 12 months down the road? No. If they did not do business with me, did that guarantee me failure 12 months down the road? No. So whether they did or didn't, it might have been a couple $100 one way or the other. To focus on that at the expense of building a relationship with somebody that would give me referrals for a lifetime would be like stepping over a $100 bill to pick up a penny. It's just silly. All right, let me ask you a question. How often today do you think that most people think about money? Right? All the time? Pretty much constantly. Which means your family, your friends are probably thinking about money all the time. And their friends and their coworkers are probably thinking about money all the time. So the question is, when your friends and family go to work next week and they're standing around the coffee pot or the water cooler and the topic of money comes up, who or what comes to mind when they start talking about money? Is it going to be that insurance company that advertises on TV? Is it going to be the local guy in the neighborhood that does investments? Is it going to be, some seminar they went to at their church or some book they read or some, hot investment tip they got from a guy that doesn't have any money? Or are they going to be thinking about you? We need them thinking about you. Hey, you're looking to maybe get some, advice on saving insurance dollars? You should talk to my brother. Hey, looking for somebody to help you plan out your finances? You should talk to my cousin. Hey, you're looking for some part-time work, some part-time opportunity? My best friend does that. But if those people don't know what you do, those conversations never happen. So as soon as I understood the motive of why we wanted to talk to the people that I knew, and that the motive was not to recruit my grandma or sell my mom, the motive was to let the people I care about most know what I do so that they could tell others. Well, then I didn't come to the table with 5 names and phone numbers. I came with all 500 people that I know. Because if that really was the motive, that everybody you know knows what you do so they could tell people that they know, who would you leave off your list? Nobody. I want everybody to know what I do. When you think about this, here's something I want to close with. Listen, if you were an attorney, I don't know where you are in North America, but if you pretty much went into any major metropolitan city in North America and you were an attorney, you probably wouldn't have any challenge finding clients. Pretty easy to find some clients. Your biggest challenge is how can you be in more than one courtroom at the same time? And the only way you ever could would you'd have to bring somebody else on board and teach them to help you in your company so that Monday morning you could be in courtroom 1 and they could be in courtroom 2. See, helping people fix their financial challenges, get out of debt, plan for the future, save money, it's not very hard to find clients. Everybody wants what we do. Your biggest challenge is how can you be in more than one house at 6 o'clock Monday night? And the only way that you ever could was that you bring somebody else on board and teach them and train them how to do this business so at 6 o'clock Monday you could be with the Johnsons and they could be with the Joneses. And it's that duplication that's the magic to Primerica's success. Best of luck. We're super excited to have you on our team.